Hello, welcome to Ladies Corner with Tea. Today we are at the West Edmonton Mall. In front, actually, the interview will be taking place in the Santa Maria. What an exotic, beautiful location. And yes, what is Ladies Corner? Ladies Corner works in partnership with DiversityTv and Jacanabooks to amplify the volume on the work ordinary women who do extraordinary things in Edmonton do. Not just Edmonton, but all over Canada. Today we have a woman who is nothing less of an extraordinary woman. She's a diva in her own right, the founder of Coffee of Encouragement, Yoleen NaidooNaidoo. Let's go now. Come with me. Let's find Yoleen. Thanks for bringing us here.
You're most welcome.
Let's go sit down. And maybe have some tea, coffee too.
Sure. I have it all prepared and ready for you.
Thank you very much.
Share a little bit.
Thank you, thank you.
You're welcome. Oh, sorry. How have you been?
I've been good.
Good.
To be fair, this is the first time we've come out here
I know.
to do this, and it's so beautiful. I've said to our audience, say hello to them.
Hi. I'm Yoleen. Nice to meet you.
I've said you're nothing short of a diva. You're the founder of Coffee of Encouragement. Do you want to tell us a little bit about yourself?
So I'm married. I'm a mom and a career woman. So kind of like your everyday person. Just together with family and community, we do extraordinary things.
Yes, you do.
Yes, we
you
do.
Right, Coffee of Encouragement. We're here sat having coffee. What is the story behind Coffee of Encouragement? Why did you do it? Why did you start it?
So I do a lot of community work, and I've been going to a lot of senior homes and working with a lot of youths. And I found that a lot of them are really lonely. They don't have any family or family units, so a lot of them don't have a vision, or they don't have a reason to live. And it kind of brought me back to a family structure. And I said, let's get the same family structure we have at home into the community, because at home we have a mom, we have a dad, we have siblings, we have cousins, uncles. And Canada is full with immigrants. So a lot of our families are back home. And I was like, let's kind of create that in the community.
It's about families.
It is about family.
People talking, getting to know each other. That's really nice. So you started Coffee of Encouragement in October.
Yes.
Okay. Can you give us some of the inspiring stories that has come out of? We apologize for that howling sound if you can hear it. Maybe our listeners won't. But can you give us some of the inspiring stories that has come from sharing or buying complete strangers, as you were, coffee or tea?
Tea of encouragement. Well, one of the biggest one was I met a lady, her name was Devani, and Devani is known for doing awesome stuff in the community. And she was telling me about what her daughters do, the extraordinary things, and her grandkids were doing. And I said, what was the story behind it? And she told me that the story behind it was her mom, who started doing a lot of community work, and it was something that she saw and she did, and it was something that her daughters saw and they did, and it was something that the grandkids. So I kind of thought, there's 4 generations of something that inspired one, that was done in one generation and inspired other generations, which actually for the better of the world, the better of the community, better for people. So that was one of the biggest things, because I do believe in generation blessings, and we basically do come from different generations, and what we carry is what we give to the world.
That is true. Right, your sash says you're Mrs. Galaxy Edmonton. You want to tell us what that's about?
So,
you look lovely, by the way. I
thank you.
Remember to pay your compliments.
So Mrs. Galaxy Edmonton is it's about it's about women empowerment. It is about women having a good role model in the community, going above and beyond. But the good thing about it, being a pageant, they look beyond height, they look beyond age, they look beyond marital status, they look beyond your size. So, you know, that's the most important thing, and you know, it gives confidence to women out there.
Okay. I understand that you're building libraries in Edmonton. What is going on with that?
So that's one of our projects for 2019.
Yeah.
Our first project. I am a readaholic, and I love reading.
Okay.
And
We're gonna talk about that later.
And I find that when I do read, it calms you down, or it takes you into another fantasy world, you know. And and also, if you're reading stuff, you learn a lot about the world, and you learn about other countries, and you learn about other people. So there's a lot of things that come from reading. And I find there's a lot of crisis centers in Edmonton. And the crisis centers, I find they kind of lack that library part. And I find if I bring the libraries into the crisis centers, that it will just take them into a different world for a moment. It will just bring some joy into their life, and just kind of get their mind off what's happening to them right now.
Okay, so we're going to take at the end details of where people can contact you to donate and give books, right? You're looking for fiction and non-fiction books, biographies and things like that, children's books and adult books. Okay. Do you sometimes find, because I've been stalking you in preparation for this interview, do you sometimes find it exhausting, all the charity work you do? Because you're always about the community, doing something for charity.
No, it's actually a passion in my life, and I do love it. I come from a family that does it. My grandpa started a club in South Africa where he would make food hampers and give out to the community. And so it's something from generation that I would say passed down. And when you brought up in an environment to give out, it's something that just builds into you. So it's like, you know, if you see a need, even if you have or you don't have, let's share. Yeah.
Oh, very noble. So you are South African.
Yes, I am.
Canadian South African. Do you see yourself as a role model to other South Africans?
I hope I do. I hope I do. You know, in life, we all want, there's different dreams that we have, and there's different things that we do seek. Some people like moving to Canada because they love traveling. Some people, you know, to be awesome in their career. There's so many different dreams that you want to be, that people do have. And the one thing that I would be, what I would leave for people is that I do hope I am a role model. And the biggest thing that they could take away from me is never be afraid to take a chance. Never ever be afraid.
That's right.
Do not let fear come in the way. If you have a goal or you believe in something, go for it.
Absolutely.
Go for it, because once you go for it and you focus, you will achieve it.
You will.
You will achieve it. And it doesn't matter what it is, because everybody has a different dream and a different passion.
True. So who are your role models? Who do you look up to?
When I was younger, I had 3 role models. Was my mom, my dad, and my grandma.
All right.
So my dad was a very hard worker. He was a person who never gave up in life. And if he said he wanted to do something, he went out and did it. And my mom was a person who taught us about honesty. It doesn't matter what you're doing, even if you're in trouble, always be honest. And she taught us about, she was a strong Christian believer. Oh, she is still a strong Christian believer. And she, you know, if anything ever happened, she always would say, you know, we'll get this done. And by prayer, we'll get this done. And she was like just a motivator. And it was kind of something that you would pick up, and which kind of became the call for me. And my grandma was someone who always taught us, it doesn't matter what you do in life, make sure you get blessings. So blessings is a really, really big thing that she taught me. And you know, she says, take care of your parents, take care of older people, take care of, if you see something, go out of your way and get it done.
I like the look in your face when you talk about your mom, your dad, your grandma, and that's really what it should be. Our role models. My role model is my mom, who's watching right now. Hello, Mom. So I like that. That rings. That touches me. Strikes a chord. So now we're going to relax and play a little game. You do not know we're going to play this game because I have not told you we're going to play this game. Now to our audience, none of the characters in this little game is me. This is all made up. So please don't send me chocolate or flowers to, I don't know, to feel sorry for me. That's not what this is. So this is the game we're gonna play. We're gonna imagine that I am coming to you for encouragement, because that's what you are. You're the chief of, your mommy encourager. You raise people up. You buy coffee, which goes a long way. So we're going to imagine I am not pregnant, that I am pregnant, that I'm 18 years old. We're going to imagine I have no job. So I come to you. What do I do? How would you encourage my 18-year-old pregnant, no husband, no job, no education self?
Do you have family?
No family.
No family.
Well, I can't go home with my pregnancy. My family will disown me completely. What would you say to me?
Well, I have a daughter who's 19 years old.
Right.
So if you came to me and you were pregnant, I wouldn't judge you.
Right.
Because in life, things happen. And after finding out that you don't have any family and this thing, I would actually make you my next daughter. I will embrace you and take you as my next daughter. And I will put you under my wings, and I will help you and shelter you for whatever you need. Because at the moment you do need is a place to stay, and you do need food and take care of your baby.
I don't think that is the angle you'll come up with, but I like that.
Yeah, and that's something that I would say, because that's an immediate need.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you would need emotional support. And I would just encourage you and say, you know what? This is amazing. This is amazing. And every baby is given from God. So this is something beautiful coming into the world.
Right.
So let's help you.
Okay.
Because it does take a village to bring a baby up. So let me be part of that village.
100% Yoleen. Let's try another scenario. Okay, so I'm 20 years old, no family, single, no job. I am pregnant, and I'm considering either aborting the baby or blessing the baby upon delivery to another family. How would you encourage such a person? So I'm putting you on the spot here.
I would
didn't know I was going to do this.
No, I would definitely ask you what you want.
All right.
Because it's very important what you want. A lot of people make decisions based on the circumstances, and they feel maybe there's no way out, so this is the only option. But because I'm going to take you under my wings, I'm going to find out what you really, really want. And it's very important that you find out what you want, because the decision you make today is something that will affect you 10 years down the line.
That's a good answer, actually. Well done. You're doing well.
Do we get 10 points?
You get 10 points, 100%. This is the final question. I lost my job again. I'm a vulnerable woman. I've just come into Edmonton, no family, no friends. 2 years of unemployment without benefits. What do I do? And this is the lowest I've ever been. Well, this is not true, guys. These are just make-believe scenarios, okay? What would you tell such a person?
Well, I would tell you, you've come to the right place. You've definitely met the right person.
Yeah.
And you know what? Things happen in life. It's not the end of it. Let's get over it. Let me help you. Let's look for the future. The future's always bright. There's a lot of things, a lot of people out there who can help, a lot of organizations. But because you came to me first, let me step into the shoe and help you where you need to go. Because it's life.
Okay.
We always got to get over it.
So I placed you. I did the game to ask this really important question. This may well be the most important question of the morning of the show. Does a cup of tea or coffee really change the world?
I think it does. I really do think it does. In life, in a moment, you could make a decision that could either give you a positive or a negative impact. And a lot of our decisions are based from our knowledge of what we know, or our decisions are based from fear. And this is Canada. Everybody wakes up to a cup of coffee. So everyone walks with coffee. So in Canada, it does makes a difference to people's life, because it's either they get to work or don't get to work with coffee. But spending 10 to 15 minutes with someone, encouraging them, being there for them, being that positive
Must it be someone
person.
you know? Must it be someone you know? Okay, come Giselle, I'll buy you a cup of tea. Is that
No,
alright?
it could be someone as you're walking on the street, you could see them sad, or you could see them crying, or you could see that there's a need. You could just say, you know what, come, let's go have a cup of coffee.
Right.
So you're not asking them what's wrong. You say, let's go have a cup of coffee, because it does perk a lot of people's emotions.
Yeah.
And
I mean, I agree with you. I am a tea drinker, and just the mere motion of putting the kettle on, finding the tea bag, just doing all that I begin to feel better. And in England, we would say a cup of tea solves every problem, and I believe that with all my heart.
it does. It does.
So for coffee drinkers, all right. So how can people support you with your campaign, Coffee of Encouragement? You've made your case. I may well be buying coffee or tea for everyone from now on. So how can we support this campaign?
So the most important thing is what I want you to do is to go out into the community, find one person, and it could be your mom, your dad, your siblings, it could be a friend, it could be a stranger, a colleague at work. Buy them coffee, spend like 10-15 minutes a day with them, and do this for 1 month. Do this for 1 month, and
8-day challenge. All right.
yes, it's a challenge. So do it for 1 month, and be this positive role model in someone's life. Just for 1 month, and you'll actually see what a difference it will make to them.
Okay, so once we've done this, do we come to your Facebook page to say we've done it, or we just
You can come
leave
to
it? All right.
Yeah, you can come to my Facebook page and give comments.
All right.
And let me know, if you have any other ideas, because it is community based.
All right.
And we are definitely taking ideas about ideas from the community. And if you see there's a need somewhere, let me know, so we could come in as a community and help you.
Okay, I know your pageant, Mrs. Galaxy Edmonton, is in April. Did you want to give
28th and 29th.
Do you want to give that plug in? Or for still?
Yep, it's kind of it's just it's like Miss Universe, Miss Canada, it's a pageant, definitely. So yeah, I definitely want you to support me on this one, because I want to be the role model to go out there and to make a difference in my world, to make a difference in our worlds. And especially being South African, and now I'm living in Canada and I'm Canadian. And in Canada we have people from all over the world, so it does give me a good idea of the different people that live around the world and the needs, and basically all the needs come down to it is love, honesty, and just unity.
Lovely. So I've got one final question, but before we do so, I wanted to give the show plug in. Next week it's yoga time with Lourdes. In 2 weeks we're at the University of Alberta with Dr. Bukola Salami. It'll be really good. You don't want to miss next week and upper week. Could you leave us with a poem, a song, a dance, or a quotation? Leave us with something.
Well, I do love dancing, definitely. But I'm going to read this for you. I want you be the voice for the unspoken. Never be afraid to stand up for the truth. And there's 2 things I read this morning, and I thought would be such an amazing thing for everyone at home. So if you have a Bible, it was Psalms 46.
That's really good,
Yeah.
Yoleen. That's really good, girl.
Thank you. So Psalms 46 was so amazing. Like, if you're going through something in life, read Psalms 46. And I was reading Psalms 30 verse 5, and I love this verse. And it says, weeping may be for the moment, but joy comes in the morning.
Oh, I'm going to give you a hug for that.
Oh, gee.
Oh, that's so nice. You brought the Bible into Ladies' Corner. Thank you.
Yeah.
That's lovely.
And I think that's the most amazing thing is it doesn't matter where you are in life or what you've been through in life. There's always a positive side. I mean, even God tells us joy is coming in the morning, and if He says it, it's definitely going to be a joyful day.
It is. Okay, thank you very much, everyone. We'll see you next week. Don't forget yoga next week and Dr. Salami in 2 weeks. Bye.
Bye.
How are we out? How do you think that went?